Okay, hey everybody. Hi, welcome. This is the Roseanne Barr podcast, and I'm very excited to be conversing with my guest tonight, who just happens to be my oldest friend in the world, and she is also my confidant, my stylist, and my makeup artist to the star. And dear friend, welcome, Miss Shannon Hughey
Bersan.
Burson.
I haven't changed my name yet.
She recently was married to a man named John Burson, and it has no vowels in the name. Interesting.
Well, there is an A. It's Brsan.
Oh, there is a vowel. Excuse me. I have to rewind and cut that.
Oh, you see, my patience is growing.
I'm happy to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
I know. It's been since Memorial Weekend in Austin.
Did I see you then?
Yeah, remember you got super high and the bombed at the mothership? That was Shannon.
Yeah.
So you were under Shannon's
And we did
watch
Joe
that one
Rogan
night.
at the mothership.
And Tony
Oh
roasted
my
you?
God,
That was
I
Shannon.
remember that. I told you, I go, honey, I'm never coming back here, didn't I?
Yep.
I was bumming. I did a terrible job on
You
stage.
did not.
Oh, I thought I died 10 dogs' deaths.
That's what it sounded like by you. When Shannon was texting me during, she's like, she's doing great. Everyone loves it. And then I went to pick you guys up. And you said it was the worst set you ever did. And then
Oh, yeah, I
Tony
was
roasted
ashamed
you.
of myself.
Was it really that bad, though?
No. No, I think you just got too high.
Yeah,
and then you got
another
nervous.
time that I got too
she
high.
gets too
and,
high every
you know,
time we
I
talk
think I
about
get
it.
nervous, so I smoke pot, and
And
then
drink wine.
I forget all my jokes, all my punchlines, and I get even more nervous. So it doesn't even help me; it hinders me. I'm on the verge of a sobriety.
No, there's that window where if you open it too far,
Hmm.
it's bad. There's that fine line of here's where it's good, and then it's too much, and then you forget everything, and then you're nervous, and then you know you're forgetting everything, and then you freak out, and then, you know.
And that's
But-
really great on stage to be going through all those emotions.
Yeah, it's not good on stage.
No.
Now you've seen me on stage for several years, haven't you? How many years?
Well,
Good
I
God.
met you in October 1997, and you were going to Barbara Streisand's wedding.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I
Didn't you
know
do
that.
my makeup for her wedding?
Yes, that was the first time.
Did you go? I didn't know you
Yeah.
were. Who was she?
Did
who
I
was
look good? She married James Brolin. Did I look good?
Yes, of course you look
I can't
good.
remember what I was wearing. Do you?
Hell no.
Do you remember what my makeup and hair was like?
Just, super soft and beautiful. And, you wanted to look classic. It's Babs, you got it.
Babs.
I didn't want to outshine her at her own wedding.
What was the wedding like? People want to know
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lovely. And she's lovely and he's lovely. And I invited him on my show, at James Brolin. And he came on to play my fantasy man when I was in my,
That's right.
I guess that was my 8th season. And, after I had won the lottery. And I think it was shortly before I purchased the town. A lot of people don't really know how I wrapped that up.
Yeah.
I
But
don't.
yeah, I know no one cares, but
Well,
anyway.
tell us. This is
Yeah,
a special
Well,
episode. People would love to know.
as in Roseanne Connor, she won
Rest
the
in peace.
lottery, and she goes and she buys the town factory that she used to work in, that she walked out of when she tried to, organize her sister and fellow workers.
In Lanford, Illinois.
So she goes back and she buys the factory and she institutes profit sharing, which is my politics are of profit sharing for workers. So that's what she does and thereby saves the town. And that was my final, that was my
Farewell.
next to the last season.
That's sweet.
Because I
love
felt
that.
like, when I first became rich and incredibly famous and wealthy and gorgeous, and
I knew
all
you were
those
going to
things,
say gorgeous. I knew that.
that was my fantasy, was to, it really was part of my fantasy was to, help other people. you
Okay,
know.
wait. Back to Barbara's wedding.
Yeah,
As
tell me
we
about that.
digressed.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Oh, it was her wedding reception.
Oh, did she have on white still at the reception? Did
No,
she
she
have
had on a lovely attire, is all I remember.
lovely?
Did she
It
come
was
to her?
at, what's his
Knows her.
name's house that has that gorgeous house there up on the hill. David, the songwriter.
Foster,
Yeah, David Foster.
because
And it
he was at Beverly's
Yeah.
wedding.
hmm And that was him and 2 wives ago. He's since remarried twice, and so have I.
She's like 35 and he's like 70 or
Yeah,
something.
his new wife is that singer
Yeah.
on,
The dark-haired chick.
what
from
was her name? On the Star
Don't
Search?
ask me. Yeah,
Or
no.
what is it?
American Idol.
American Idol. And she's
Star
good.
Search.
You're dating
It
yourselves.
all blends together at my age. But she was quite good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they have a kid.
Oh, they do?
Mhm.
Oh.
And he'll be about 90 when the kid graduates from high school.
Just like you, Ma.
Yeah, kind of like me. No, I'm 70 and my youngest is 28, as you know.
And you're about to turn.
71. So I'm trying to think of what I should do for my birthday party. Because I never gave myself a 70th birthday.
Yeah, that was sad.
I have not given myself any birthday parties for quite a while.
Let's have like a.
But here I am on my own. And, the one thing I missed by being in a relationship for so many years was giving up my parties. And I'm going to return to that.
Okay,
And
good.
girlfriends, yeah. That's the thing is when you're in a relationship, you tend to give up everything you love.
That's the best part.
Now, here's just a thought.
Uh-huh.
Girls' Weekend, Jake films us all.
Sounds
like
horrible already, but I'm with
five of your, or 3 or 4.
Yeah,
And
3's
we-
enough.
And we go to like
Maybe 4.
the Bahamas or something, or no, not Nashville. Somewhere like not too far out of the realm. But
Or you
like,
can really party down.
Or, wait, ayahuasca in wherever that.
Everybody says that you barf or crap yourself.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound
no.
fun.
You're gonna do that on your birthday anyway. Let's be real. Might
Might
as well get something out of it.
Jake,
Thank
Jake, look at.
It's-
I do want to try that ayahuasca. Everybody was
It's-
telling me
it's
that
for
it changed their
trauma.
life for trauma. Yeah.
Mhm. Which God knows. Can we talk about you've been through like, I don't know, 10 traumas?
Oh, that's easy. I'd say
Double?
25.
Okay.
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
25 life-threatening, life-ending traumas, I'd say. Emotional traumas. And
What was
some
the
physical.
worst?
The worst? How can you ask me that? I don't even...
I know.
They've all been
I'm
blanked.
thinking of a worst, but yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
No, let's talk about the worst things that have ever happened. That will be a
That'll be
jaunty
an-
No,
podcast.
people would
No.
actually like that, to be honest. I would love it if you did that.
So I met
The worst was, huh?
you in 1997.
Quit slapping the couch.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you met me in
Yes,
1997.
ma'am.
Yeah, I was doing a dry rehearsal, I guess you'd say, for my talk show, which was about to begin, and we were doing it at a little theater.
No,
No,
we did it at Television City, and we
Oh.
did it at the stage,
oh, we did.
but it wasn't done yet.
Oh,
Isn't that interesting? You thought
I
it was
didn't
at
know.
a little theater. It was at CBS Television City
oh,
in
really?
Hollywood. Uh-huh.
Oh,
And so, Jake, you know this story, don't you?
I don't think he does
Which
know it.
story is this?
How I connected with her.
No, tell me.
It was
Okay.
weird.
It's wild. We believe in God,
Hmm.
and God has a plan for each and every one of us, and you can't make this shit up. So I did her friend Beverly Gatika's wedding makeup, and then I started doing Beverly's hair and makeup, and she goes, I need you to do my makeup and hair for Lionel Richie's party. Roseanne's going to be there. And I'm like, okay. So I went to her house, did it all. She goes, Roseanne asked me who did my hair and makeup. She loved it. And I'm like, did you give her my number? You know, and of course she didn't, because those bitches are stingy bitches and they don't want to share.
Well, don't say that about Beverly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out. Okay, anyway, so then I'm like, I'm never going to meet Roseanne.
Quit slapping the couch.
Aren't you glad
I'm
you met?
never going to. Is that echoing? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm never going to meet Roseanne. I don't know. How am I ever going to connect with her? So my friend was visiting. I take him down Hollywood Boulevard in front of Mann's Chinese Theater to see the footprints and all this stuff. It's very windy. A piece of paper Jake, look at me.
I'm watching on the monitor.
Piece of paper blows up and hits my leg. And I'm like, ugh. And I look at it. Come meet Roseanne Barr in an informal gathering of her talk show at CBS Television City Hollywood. So it's like in 3 days. And I'm like, okay, I have a porn to work on that day, doing porn hair and makeup.
Yeah, specify hair and makeup.
Adult movie hair and makeup.
No, you said I have a porn to do, but you mean the makeup.
I know.
Yes.
No, I wasn't in the porn.
Right, you got to be. You're on a podcast.
I did the hair and makeup.
Okay.
So
I didn't know
like,
there was hair and makeup in porn,
everyone,
which is hilarious.
I'll do the porn people's hair and makeup, and I gotta go because I gotta go see Roseanne. And so then I get there and they're like, do you have false lashes? And I'm like, oh no. And they go, she needs false lashes. So they had to run out. And then they go, here she comes. And I was like,
That's not true. The first time you met me, I already had a guy doing my makeup.
You had done it before and you didn't like. You had one hair, one makeup, and you didn't like two people. I could do both.
No, but didn't you come up to me when I was on stage and go, I could do...
That's part of...
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I remember this.
Okay,
this was
I just thought you were telling another...
No, this was a life-changing thing in my life. I will never forget every minute of what happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can I hear about the Barbra Streisand wedding or no? We're past that. Was it nice?
Oh, it was lovely.
Like, was there food? Like, what, they dress up?
Yes, they had they had lovely food. They served lovely food.
Did she talk to you?
Yeah.
Well,
I had been with her several times before that. My favorite time with her was we were in New Orleans because it was NAPTY, where they sell the shows. Mm-hmm. And Jim was selling his show.
Jim?
Pensacola Wings of Gold?
And we had the same manager, me and Jim. Mm-hmm. And James Rowland.
She's name dropping with Babs. I love it.
And so we was walking down the street, and the sheriff came, and he says, I'd like to take you ladies gator hunting later.
This is a good story.
We're going the thing, and I was so stupid, with all of my tics and problems and my OCD and what have you.
You? No.
I go, I can't go in a swamp. I'm sorry.
Wait, you were going to go gator hunting with Barbra Streisand and James Brolin and you turned it down? Jesus.
Because I got too nervous.
Babs doesn't do that.
Well, she did go, and I asked the sheriff the next day, what did I miss? I said, I'm kicking myself in the ass that I didn't go. And he goes, well, you should kick yourself in the ass. We had a great time, and she loved it. She just loved it. And so he was telling me, she never had done anything like that and how much she loved it. And they all loved her, and everybody was lining up, and she was so kind to all of them and sweet, And so then we was walking around. It was starting to get dark, and she wanted to see Bourbon Street. We had a bunch of guys around us, so we were safe, and walking Bourbon Street.
Like security?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they go, I go, hey, let's go down there. Let's go down there and see all the gays, And then her OCD kicked in, and she goes, oh no, I can't go down there
because the gays love Barbra.
because she'd be torn limb by limb,
Torn limb
I got a hank of her hair. I got her nose.
Yeah, well, that would be quite the haul.
So I said, oh yeah, I didn't think that way, but
the gays love you too.
Yeah, but not
Not
like they look.
bad.
Can you imagine
I
being
mean-
gay in New Orleans and Roseanne Barr and Barbara Streisand turn the corner? That would
Wait,
have
do
made
you
their whole
say
night.
New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Or
Nolans.
Nolans?
Nolans.
All right, so that was it with Barbara. That's pretty cool.
Well,
That's
I've had,
hilarious.
you know,
I didn't know you
the
were friends with
pleasure of her
Babs.
company many times.
I didn't know that. I only met her when you were
well,
looking
I'm
at
not
her
a
house.
name dropper,
Well, it's a podcast.
even though you
shouldn't-
say I am.
I never said
You
you
know-
But
were. I
yes,
want you
I've
to
had
name
the
drop.
pleasure of her company many times, and she likes a lot of the same kind of antiques that I like. She likes Stokely,
Tiffany lamps.
yeah, and Stokely
Well, she's a
What's
furniture.
Stokely?
No, it's that really
Glass.
cool American kind of almost Amish furniture. It's really
Oh.
cool.
I remember you went to look at her house. You were going to buy it. I went with
I
you.
was going to buy
Yeah.
her house, but
It was kind of.
it just had too many stairs. Even at that, Buck was little, and I was just worried about him on stairs, so I didn't buy it.
I remember my ex-boyfriend that was the artist that that we will not, the artist formerly known as,
Hmm.
did stuff for her, and she had George Washington's first, she bought George Washington's first painting
Wow.
when he
Wow.
was like 7 years old, and it was him on a horse that he sketched,
I've seen that, yeah.
and he was like, I'm not starstruck ever, but I was sitting on the floor in front of her on my knees.
That's when you should have known that he was gay. So anyway, you did porn makeup, right?
Yes.
Can you just tell me what that's like real quick? I know what people want to hear. Did you?
Okay.
Is it normal movie set makeup, or how's it different?
Yes, but here's the deal.
You have to clean up after.
I'd always say, don't come in their face.
That's what
It's more work for me. But and plus, if you get it in your eyes, which you probably have never had.
No, I haven't
in
had
your
the pleasure.
eyes, but it burns and your eyes turn bloodshot red and get swollen. So I'm like, please.
So
if
you're like a
anything.
cut man in like a boxing match. But like you have to get the bloodshot out from the cum in their eyes.
Oh,
This is what people want.
Yes.
I know the audience.
Yeah, not even eye drops takes that away though. But
What do you
anyway,
do for cum in the eyes?
here's the funny part. So they're in the makeup chair, and we're like, I'm doing their makeup, and then the guy comes in. Hi, I'm Joe Schlong, and I will be fucking you today. And she's like, Hi, Joe. Okay, yeah. Okay, what are your likes and dislikes? Okay, don't pinch my titty nipples too hard. I don't want to kiss. You can pull my hair. Like all the likes and dislikes. And then they're like, okay, cool. Okay, see you in about an hour.
So professional.
oh my God.
Very professional.
Oh my God.
And then when Viagra came out, that was the worst because they can't come. And you need that cum shot.
Yeah.
That's,
So you have like a stand-in for that, or
No. So we took, what is that stuff called? Not CeraVe, the face wash that's like.
Oh, the Cetaphil.
Cetaphil.
I never knew.
And
that.
we go,
Oh.
squirt it all over the girl's stomach.
really?
You just
And then he'd
destroyed
go,
porn.
"Ah," and then they'd fake it. And then it looked
Wow.
like cum all over him.
A male faked orgasm in porn. This is groundbreaking.
And those chicks, I mean, no one hardly ever has an orgasm on a chick.
Well,
you
chicks
know?
don't do that anyway.
Just the ones you've been with. But
Ba-dum-bum.
Anyway, so get back to
but you used to tell me that a lot of Hollywood actors, big names, would come to the porn set to watch the porns, right?
Yes.
just to watch.
Rock stars, actors, they all love porn chicks.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know.
Why do you suppose?
Well, I think personally because they don't have, like a certain comedian that I remember doesn't like to get involved. They just want to have sex. So there's a certain kind of like, okay, let's have sex. You're a porn star. Okay, now there's no, are we going to see each
No
other again?
attachment.
I love you.
Hmm.
It's just like cut and dry sex, like a prostitute, but you know who they are.
But what about the big stars that would come just to watch?
Because they're like sex freaks.
Or
I don't
maybe
know.
they
They
were,
want to
like,
see it
scouting.
live. They
Oh.
don't want to see it like on a video.
Do they try to get involved or get their phone numbers and shit like that?
I
or-
didn't see any of
Oh.
that, honestly. I can't say that I did.
Lecherous.
Who would? That's kind of creepy to just show up
I'll
and
never
watch.
forget, like,
Can you give us a name?
the stuff. No, I'm not going to say any names. The stuff that I saw was kind of like at one point desensitizing because it's like this girl. I think I told you this. There was one time when a girl was like, you know, my husband doesn't know I'm doing this. He thinks I'm a dancer.
Oh my God.
And so she's like having a sex scene and they're like, okay, reverse cowgirl. Okay, missionary. You know, there's all the little things. And then her phone rings. Ring. And everyone's like, be quiet. It's her husband.
Oh
And
my
she's
God.
like, hi, honey. Yep, I'm on a break. Oops, I'm on a break. You know, okay, I'll be home in an hour. Feed the kids.
Oh my God.
No, they had families and stuff.
Were they just doing it for the money? I mean, obviously.
I think a lot of them just really like sex. Some did it for the money because they realized if I'm a secretary all week for 40 hours and I make $500 and then I make $500 for 1 hour having sex, I'm good.
Uh-huh. But do you think they liked the sex? Some
I
of them
felt
did.
like some of them did. And there were couples that were husband and wife that they're like, okay, cool. We're into sex. We're like, let's make a living at it.
Hmm.
And I, you
Interesting.
know, I don't judge. Whatever.
I know. I met. Well,
Jenna.
yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
But
She's
I
still
met a
out
lot
there.
of people that hang out with comedians that are strippers and sex workers and stuff like that, and they're selling a whole bill of goods.
And you know what? That's a whole lifestyle. Like it's all at night.
Mhm.
And I think comedians and strippers and
Yeah.
all that, it's like a whole underground lifestyle at night.
But some of them told me, like this one lady, I guess I was in my 40s and so was she, but that, she just enjoyed to have sex with people.
Hmm.
And I was pretty shocked because it was not anything that I had ever considered.
Speaking of sex,
Wait,
what about testosterone?
hold on, we got to
Oh,
pause.
yeah.
And this is a perfect time to talk about eating fruits and vegetables for for our ad.
The CDC says I should eat 6 cups of fruit and vegetables a day. And there's 0 chance that I'm going to eat 6 cups of fruit and vegetables a day. I don't have the time nor the desire to eat 6 cups of fruit and vegetables a day. But according to a massive study, people who do eat a healthy diet live longer, have less heart disease, diabetes, and less cancer. I'm taking this Field of Greens and I'll tell you why. Unlike other fruit and vegetable supplements, each specific fruit and vegetable in Field of Greens was medically selected to support specific functions like heart health, liver and kidney health, immune system, and metabolism. I take Field of Greens to help me stay healthy. Field of Greens works fast, and if you're like me, you'll feel healthier, have more energy, your skin and hair will look healthier, and it can help you lose weight. But the biggest benefit is the better health promise. Take Field of Greens, and at your next doctor visit, if your doctor doesn't say something like, whatever you're doing, it's working, keep it up, then you return it for a full refund. And to help you get started, I got you 15% off when you first order. Plus, get another 10% off when you subscribe for recurring orders. Visit fieldofgreens.com and use promo code RB. That's fieldofgreens.com, promo code RB.
Great.
You were always a one-take wonder.
So anyway, back to jizzing on people's faces. What we were talking about.
No, what was the movie, the Disney movie with the cow where you played the cow?
Oh, yeah. That's over there. What was
Roseanne?
that called?
You talk-
What was that movie called?
That joke wasn't
Down
funny.
on the Farm or some shit?
Home on the Range. You
Home
didn't hear
on
my
the
joke?
Range. Oh,
I said
oh,
Roseanne.
shit. Is that okay?
Come
Okay.
on, that was funny.
Yeah,
No,
that's real funny.
I just want to say I was around her a lot, and then we did that cartoon thing, and she did the voiceover, and she would do it. They'd go, do it like this. She'd do it. They go, do it like softer. She'd do that. One take, every single time that cartoon. I was just like, wow, she's a pro.
Literally.
Well, after 30 years of it, you kind of get.
But you didn't do that many voiceover cartoons, did you?
No,
Well,
but
look
I
who's
had to do a
talking.
whole bunch of promos all the time,
And
learn
look
to
who's
do that.
talking. You're the voice of the girl in the sequel, the little baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Travolta and
She's had
Kirstie.
quite the career.
Kirstie Alley.
She's God rest her soul.
Yeah, God
Rip.
rest her
They
soul. She
probably
was a
killed
good
her.
fighter.
They killed her.
loved
She was really fighting there at the end for good stuff, wasn't she?
Yes.
They definitely killed her.
She was the only.
You think they killed her?
I do.
She was the outspoken Hollywood Republican.
Well, she was fine as a Scientologist. They protected her, but as soon as she started talking about the vax and COVID, that was it. She had to go. That's my theory. I don't know.
It was
I don't
weird.
know. She was pretty old. She was older than me.
Was she?
Not that old.
Let me look this up.
I know,
You
I was
two
No,
just
talk
she
gonna
was
say.
a
amongst
couple
yourself.
years older than me.
Wait. Back to I remember we would wake up at like 5 a.m. and you'd have to do those promos.
Oh, yeah, 71.
Hey, watch me on ABC, Cincinnati. And then you do all of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was a nightmare.
All that stuff.
All right,
But-
so where were we with the...
The porn.
Well, no,
He's
we're
back
done
at
with
the
that. No,
porn.
then you met Mom. We never finished your story when you met Mom.
Yeah,
I
you did.
interrupted.
Yeah, she said you got the job, kid.
Right.
And then we did this fantastic talk show, and we had so many cool people on.
Yeah, we had
Remember you rolling on the bed with Julio what was the Iglesias, or no, the son.
Enrique?
Yeah, Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah, he's pretty hot.
You were rolling on that round bed.
Mm-hmm.
Because our stage, remember, it went in
Yeah.
a circle, and she had a kitchen.
Remember
a
the
living
people in
room.
the audience that they brought in, and we found out they were hired from a
Homeless.
mental institution and like off the streets and stuff because they couldn't get they didn't know how to get an audience at CBS there.
That is a true
And,
story.
Yeah,
True.
remember they was all mentally ill and stuff, and they'd be stealing toilet paper out of the.
I don't
remember
remember
that
that.
lady? She goes, "Hey Roseanne, look, I got my toilet paper," and she'd hold it up.
In the crowd, she told you?
Yeah,
Well,
She
we're
showed me every
lucky that
day.
we weren't assaulted by
yeah, they were all
anybody
crazy,
back
and I was trying to
then.
make them laugh. Their eyes was going every which way. They're like,
Oh, you know
"Oh."
what? I'm sorry. I'm going to digress for 1 second. I
What?
forgot the part where when I was in the audience when you were trying the show out. And then I forgot that part. I
Yeah.
skipped. 'cause
Yeah,
I
that's
have
what I
ADD
told you. Yeah,
and dyslexia. Okay, so there was a part where I went to the show for your thing, and I was sitting in the front row. And then she goes, "Do you have any questions?" She was walking around the audience. And I go like this, and she goes, "Do I know you?" That's what she said to me.
yeah.
And I was like, in my head, I heard no, but you are going to know me. And then I said, "What was your favorite pizza?" And then after the show, I was frozen. Everyone starts leaving. My friend's like, "If you don't get up there and give her your card," this is before there was any security around or any, it was 1997. It was before 9/11. And I went up there on the stage. I got on the stage, and she was in this big chair, and everyone's like leaning over her going, "Great job. You did great. Awesome. Beautiful. Blah, blah, blah." And then I was on my knees in front of you on that chair, and I go, "This is my card. I did Beverly's hair and makeup at Lionel Richie's party. She told me you liked my hair and makeup. Here's my card. Give me a call." And I
That's
go,
not what you said at all. You said I can do your
no,
hair.
and I was going to say,
Okay.
then I go, "And you know what? I think your hair and makeup look like crap, and I could do a better job."
No, that's a sales pitch.
And then she took my card, and then that woman called me 20
Because
minutes
I
later.
did feel like I looked like crap. That guy was spraying shit on my face like grout. He was
And-
spraying like 14 levels of shit on my face. And plucking and beating, and I just
I
just
did a
didn't
more
like how I
natural.
looked.
No,
I
you're
did
great.
more
You've been
natural.
doing my mom's makeup since then, and everyone's always complimented
You
your
know,
makeup.
because you know why
You
I
did it
like
tonight,
Shannon?
too.
Because and we have to do a lesson for the older women.
I know.
Because she can slap it on in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Give-
your hair in another 10. And
That-
that's what women our age and
They
all
need
ages
it
really
quick.
to
Can
do. You don't have like 3 hours to
No.
sit there.
Can you give
No.
tips without showing? Like something you could tell people that are watching?
Yeah, when you are older, less is more. Moisturize. Tinted moisturizer. Don't use a ton of foundation. Don't use a lot of powder. More creams. If you have eyebrows and eyelashes and liner, that's really, and then nude lips. I mean, you like a red lip,
Hmm.
which is fine. You can do, accent one or the other.
One thing I liked you always said about older women is to keep your hair long, because a lot of women when they get that old age they do that perm. or
The
cut it
short
It
perm,
makes them look
no.
old.
Speaking
Tell-
of
tell
which,
people that
I
too.
took the
She cut
toenail
her-
clippers to my
Yeah, but I
hair.
like her hair now. You don't like her hair?
I haven't seen it. It's
Oh.
under a cap.
No, it looks
Okay.
good. Show her
Okay.
the unveiling. I mean, it's under a hat.
You did that with toenail clippers?
Well,
and
she
it's
had it
really
cut first,
blonde.
and then she cleaned it up.
I got it colored.
Oh, that's cute. And it's like tozzly.
Yeah, I
like
wanted it to look kind of
Yeah,
punk
punky.
rock.
Yeah.
Because
does.
I thought I am
Oh,
punk
yeah.
rock, you know.
Yeah.
They
and
always
you cut
try
it
to.
yourself?
They always try
That's
to make me
awesome.
look all suburban and shit.
No, it
That's
looks good.
awesome.
Yeah?
Right now, it looks really cool.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, we were telling you in Vegas you looked awesome.
Because
Not like this, though. Like this in the back.
okay, wait.
What's that do, Shannon? Teach your
Just,
tips.
okay, so like if you take your fingertips to the roots of your hair, like she was doing to the
Let me
top.
try that.
Yeah. That like roughs it up and it's like teasing it. It makes it bigger.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, I love it, honey. That's so
Really?
cute.
Yeah,
it's very
I like
like
this haircut.
blondie.
Oh yeah, she's one of my idols, Debbie Harry.
You should do
Because
like
you know
a-
what, being conservative is kind of like punk rock now.
It is. Absolutely, it is.
No, that's awesome. Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so, too.
cool. I didn't want you to say nothing, so I left my hat on.
That's so cute. you
No,
guys have
I
been best
love
friends for
it.
30 years, and
Oh,
you're
that's
still
cool.
shy about your hair.
No.
Now,
What about boyfriends?
Make sure you get on that
Testosterone.
mic.
oh yeah, you
Shannon.
were the one that
Shannon.
started on all that stuff. 'Cause I thought
You
you
can
were
move
finally going to be normal like me and not talk about sex all the time, because that died. And then you went and started getting on the hormones, and then you started being into sex again.
Wait, how do you make a hormone?
Kick her in the
No, this is
sand in
your
the Vaseline.
joke.
oh.
How do you
my-
make a hormone?
You don't pay her? That ain't my joke.
You told me that.
I didn't write that.
Well, you told me that. How do you make a hormone? You don't pay her.
No, that ain't it.
Anyway, so you got on the pellet. Can you tell the older? Because we have a lot of old women that listen to the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what? Tell
I
about
don't
you
know
went
about
and got on the testosterone, right?
You lost your sex drive, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
And
my
I liked her so much more
Yeah, I
because
did
she
too.
was more available for shopping.
Yeah. She wasn't just thinking about sex all the time like Shannon always does.
Yeah.
She
honey,
developed a
all I
personality
think
for
about is shopping and sex.
it.
Yeah. So okay, so you went on the hormones because I thought you were crazy.
And my sister-in-law hooked me up with a killer place, and they're out of St. Louis in Kansas City. And so it's all, of course, I have to pay out of pocket because it's all natural and it's good for you. Big Pharma will give you estrogen that gives you cancer and all of this shit. I have to pay $500, no, it's now $700 every 4 months to get a pellet with estradiol, which mimics estrogen, and progesterone, which is a compounding pharmacy. It's not like Big Pharma. And testosterone, and is that it? Estrogen?
It's a pellet, right? You
Yeah.
Put it in your.
And so I just got that like 2 weeks ago. And I mean, can I
Yeah.
talk about my
Please.
down
Yeah.
there? Before I got this and I had just met my boyfriend, I had a period. Then it stopped. I was 50. Then I was dry as the Sahara Desert. I was like crepe paper up in my shit, and it was terrible. I would bleed and it hurt, and I didn't want to have sex anymore. I had no sex drive. It was dead. Then I remember I went to Al Pacino's house to do makeup for his girlfriend, and I started sweating profusely, like on my mustache and my chest, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? The next day, I curled my eyelashes. They all broke off, and I was like, I don't even know. So I started Googling it. This is when Google first came out in like 13 years ago. Or no, yeah, 13 years ago. And it was menopause. And I did not know what that was because my mom had a hysterectomy. My mom, no one ever talked about menopause, right?
Right. Nobody did. Yeah.
And I mean, did you have hot flashes and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the time. It was really weird. But I already was uncomfortable in my own body for my whole life, so it wasn't shocking. You know.
Just another day at the office.
Yeah. Just another sweaty
I was like,
day.
now what's it doing?
And so, yeah, then, you know, my boyfriend at the time was like, okay, what's happening? But I still love you. And then I'm like, I don't know, you know, whatever. And we became friends first. And then I got on that pellet and I was like, let's go. I feel 25. Yeah, baby, you know. And it gave me more energy. It gave me more like zhuzh.
You recommend it for the older ladies and going
I
through the
do.
change?
I do.
Mom didn't.
It's bioidentical hormones.
Well, I went on some of that Joe Rogan sent me to his doctor.
Uh-huh.
Well, they put me on the testosterone and estrogen shots and a million other things.
Not estrogen, though.
No, it's
you have
some
an
kind of
estrogen
other shot.
Okay.
cream. Because there's a cream. Where's that? The testosterone.
That's
The
the
yam.
testosterone.
There's yam cream.
No, progesterone.
But you know, the testosterone, though, talk about needing to shave with your 5 o'clock shadow. Mine, too.
I've shaved twice today.
Your face?
I know. Yeah.
Why
It
don't
does
you guys
bring
do
in the
electrolysis
beard
or
and
something?
and it does bring in the mustache.
Because, okay, I did laser hair removal and I have a lot of white hairs. Thank God. No, and it doesn't remove the white hairs. It only removes the black. And mine are mostly white. Like here, I have like a full.
Fu Manchu.
I mean, and I'm starting to get it over here now.
Yeah, I shaved there. I shaved my whole face like a guy.
I do too. I'll never forget. I saw her in the shower. And she was like fluffing her face out, shaving.
That's crazy. No one ever talks about this. This is good stuff.
I mean, you should see my chops.
Your
They're
sideburns?
pretty coming in full, yeah.
She's
Mutton
got
chop?
like Elvis sideburns.
Yeah, I have to shave that.
Actually,
like
can you
about
not-
every 4 days? I really do.
Would you be willing to not shave for a month just so I could see?
Well, I have so many chin hairs, you wouldn't believe
No,
it.
have you ever
I'm curious.
plucked? Like if they come in, if you get long enough, I'll spend like an
Oh,
hour
I do
just
that every
plucking,
day.
and I'll just cry my. And I think
These ones, the soul patch, they hurt
Oh
when
yeah,
you pluck
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
Sensitive.
I
No.
got those Japanese razors, those pink ones. That's
Oh
just
no, I
single
just
edge.
use a Gillette.
No, I use the single edge Japanese razors because they're good.
Is that like a dermaplane almost?
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
No, I've plucked these right here, and they
Oh,
bleed.
honey, I wanted to tell people when I got that face thing when I drove.
Oh, that's great. And we haven't even gotten to the ketamine story. We got to speed it up.
Yeah.
We're doing
Okay.
good. We got to stop for an ad too, so
We got what?
we have to do one more ad.
Okay, when now?
It's you want to tell the story and then do the ad? Or you
No,
wanna
do
the ad
that. Let's get the ad over with,
Yeah,
and
let's
then
do
we'll
it.
tell the drug stories. Oh my God, this is
yeah.
going so well.
now?
I
Dude, it's
love
great.
your
You guys
hair.
are great. Also, there's not very many podcasts where women are talking about shaving their face. This is a first. This is for Diet Smoke, yeah. And this is our favorite
Okay.
sponsor currently, and they've been sending you a lot of weed because they know that you like the marijuana.
Okay.
So there you go, whenever you're ready.
Hey, we'd like to welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Diet Smoke. Diet Smoke is our premier source for THC products. They sent me some products, and my favorite was Blue Raspberry. The flavor and high was just right for me. With a wide range of strengths and doses, Diet Smoke promises to find the perfect product for you. Whether you want something strong to unwind, a boost of energy to keep you going, or a lighter option for a mellow high, Diet Smoke is for you. They understand that everybody's different, which is why they're dedicated to helping you find the perfect product. Their customer service team will be by your side, guiding you along the way. Diet Smoke has cannabis gummies, drinks, and smokables, each one made to deliver the best balance of flavor and effect. Don't settle for less. Join the Diet Smoke community and discover the buzz for you. Visit dietsmoke.com today and use code RB50. That's code RB50 for 50% off of any item and enjoy your journey to cannabis bliss. Diet Smoke, your partner in finding the perfect THC products. Remember that I was wanting you to tell, Jake hasn't heard this story. When I got, what was that called, honey? The facial thing I got done?
The chemical peel?
You talked me into getting Botox. That's how it all started.
And then we went.
And fillers.
And then they did like a laser on your face.
You told me, go get that laser.
And so they lasered her entire face and they gave her Valium to keep her calm.
I'm going to see if I can
And
find this picture.
her face swelled up like a pumpkin. It was spooky. And we get in the car. She had just gotten a new Tesla. This was years ago. You had that blue one.
Oh, yeah. Here, ready? Check this out, guys. That one? Can you see
You
it?
don't see nothing.
You don't see it?
Yeah.
See it.
Yes.
This one?
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
God. No,
dang it.
not that.
It won't let me
Oh,
blow it
yeah.
up.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was scared when I saw her. I was like, it
Yeah, it was really scary.
was
won't
really
let me
scary.
blow it up.
And then her face like swelled up like a pumpkin and then peeled. But
Yeah.
it looked good afterwards.
Yeah, it did
right?
look good, yeah.
But anyway, so they gave her Valium and she had just gotten the new Tesla and she goes, I'm driving, bitch. And I go, no, you're not. I'm driving. No, you're not, bitch. This is my new car. I'm driving. So she pulls a Yui on Pico and she's like driving, and it goes from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. And she hits this lady in front of us.
Oh, my God.
And then the lady pulls over and then your mom pulls over. And I'm like, oh, no, this isn't going to go very well. And so I look at the lady's bumper and I'm like, there isn't any damage. She's going to mess this whole thing up. Floor it. And she pulls out and boom, like 60 in 3 seconds. And then floors it back home. And we
no.
were just like laughing our balls off.
I would,
Uh-oh, I hope that lady
Yeah.
doesn't find me.
it was
No.
a black Tesla.
Yeah, and, there was no damage to it.
Dude, I love your hair. I've never seen your
told you,
hair
it's
look
great.
so cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we.
How'd you get so much texture in it?
Oh,
It's
I bought
dirty.
this texture.
Oh.
You
and
did
I
have
just
someone
put-
cut it, though, right? Originally. You just cleaned it up, didn't you?
Well, I cut all hers off.
Oh, okay. So
No,
it's a
you
combo.
did it like to make how you want it.
Yeah. I want to look how I want to
Oh
look.
my God,
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
really good.
seen your hair
Define
look
it
so
myself.
good.
Yeah,
That's
I
you.
agree.
Really?
It's my favorite haircut you've
That's
ever had.
you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's you.
I feel like it's me.
Yeah.
And the color, I love. It's like platinum.
Yeah, it's platinum to cover the gray.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really.
And
What?
then you've got to
Makes it
do
young.
like black eyes, like
Okay.
that'll be punk. This is like all punky and then black.
Remember when I was at CBGB in New York?
Yes.
It's like
Remember that outfit? That was a cool look.
Leather. It was all leather. You know what I just got? Good American. And
Mhm.
she's all inclusive. And I got a black shell and black, they're vegan leather, but they're like so soft and like warm. Love Good American.
Yeah, she
You
has
have
good
it.
things.
What's
Yeah.
vegan leather?
It's like fake leather,
Yeah.
but it's really soft.
Huh.
I was putting on some vegan leather Bermuda shorts with pockets. They're so cute. And I got up to, they're old, and I got up to walk, and by God, half of them were still sitting on the chair when I got up to walk away. that shit peels off.
Yeah, it does.
That
If
makes
it's in
me mad.
humidity.
Yeah, it made me mad.
Well, and they're old.
Yeah, they're
It peels off.
All right, now tell me about New York when you
Okay,
made my mother do the
Oh
ketamine.
yeah, we always
What-
we always party down in New York. We like to party in New York. 'Cause
Yes, we
I'm
love
sort of
New
anonymous
York.
in New York.
We love New York. And we were
Good
saying
shopping. Oh, tell about when we went to Bergdorf Goodman.
one of the times when we went to Bergdorf's.
Was that when we did the MDMA?
Yes, in the bathroom, on the toilet.
It's like the Sex and the City reboot. With
I put the silver stainless steel toilet thing, the flat. So I laid out like little sprinkles of it, and we would just lick it, and then we'd go.
Wait a minute, you made my mother do drugs off a toilet? Is that what
No,
I'm hearing?
No,
They have silver
the
things.
toilet paper thing.
Oh, just the toilet paper roll. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's the
Go on.
top. No one touches the top.
Yeah, just the toilet paper roll in a public bathroom.
It was just the tips.
So you guys are doing drugs in a bathroom in New York.
And then
Bergdorf
in Bergdorf Goodman,
And then we shopped for like 9 solid hours, right?
and walked the streets of New York. And I remember there was a guy playing like the pail, the plastic pail, and he was bongoing. And then there was another guy dancing, and we were just like, whoa, this is so cool. And you're like, I love this. And then we did the K.
the ketamine.
She calls it
I know
ketamine.
it's ketamine, right?
Oh,
Yes. And so we were staying at the Peninsula, and then I said, hey, let's do the ketamine. And she looked so good. It was February 14th. She had a red jumpsuit on, red lips, her black glasses, and we're walking the streets like aimlessly, high as fuck. And then, can I say the F word?
hmm
Okay. And then
Doing drugs
she's like,
and porn.
what are we going to do? And then there was this guy in one of those pedal biking canopy things, and he was playing like Rihanna or something on
yeah,
it.
it was Rihanna.
And I was like, let's go on that. And we're like, okay. So then I go, okay, how much is this? And he goes, it's like $50 and 20 minutes for 20 minutes. And you're like, I have money. Don't worry about it. And so he took us through Times Square and all the lights and the billboards. And he was swerving
Yeah,
us.
he was so fun.
He was so fun. He was like a 7-foot black guy from Uganda, and he was so cool. And then she goes, stop here. I want to dance.
Ah, yeah.
And then what?
And then we got out and we danced our butts off right there in New York City. It
And
was
then
so fun.
There was an ambulance coming, and she pretended to freak out, which I didn't know she was pretending.
Oh, I was getting way into the drama of New York.
She was like, like freaking out. And I was like, oh no, because I thought you were too high or something. And I kind of freaked out. And then you go, I'm acting. And then you started dancing again.
Do you guys want to watch a video
Of what?
of this night?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You guys into it?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, this is the infamous.
Ketamine night
Yeah, here
in
we go.
Times Square.
Hey, time is truly wasted. There's no guarantee. Dollars in the bank. We are fighting the power to pay. I don't understand. Right to autocracy.
That doesn't show good dancing on my part. I was way better
I
than
thought
that.
you were great. You twerked, please.
I tried to
Yeah.
twerk. Remember, where was it that I twerked and then they had to wheel
Oh,
me
that
out
in
in the
San
office
Antonio,
chair?
right?
Oh yeah, can I tell a story? Yeah,
Yeah.
Mom did stand up in
course.
San Antonio. Were you there?
Yes.
You were there
Oh,
that
yeah,
night.
you were
Uh-huh.
there. She was.
Yeah,
She had
so
the flannel shirt
Mom
on.
went on stage and started twerking. Usually she'll
Ease
do the
into
act.
it.
Yeah, she went right
Yeah.
up. She was feeling
She
the crowd.
went right cold.
And she twerked and she got real low and twerked and then couldn't get up. And people from the audience had to get up and help her up. But to your credit, you then did like an hour and 40-minute set after, right? That's
Yeah.
how I remember it.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end of the set, you couldn't get off the stage. And they had to put you in an office chair and wait for everyone to leave. And then we had to wheel you out.
We had
in
to
an
wheel
office
you
chair.
out.
Yeah, I
an
hurt
office chair.
myself. Hurt myself bad.
Yeah.
What
but then
was
you got
hurting
the
your
stem
back?
cell. It was her
No,
knees.
it's my knees.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's right.
gave out holding this fat
Wait,
up.
you have stem cell?
Yeah.
You got stem cell?
She
Yeah.
ate a
Good for
baby.
you.
Mhm.
Is it illegal here, or did you have to
No,
get it on the
these are
black
these
market?
aren't. No, they're not that kind of stem
You can take
cell.
that out if you want.
It's out of your own blood.
Oh, okay. Because my friend she had her own blood stem cells put in her shoulder because her shoulder hurts. But she goes, I think I'm going to go to another country because is it out of the baby's umbilical cord or something? The other
Yeah.
stem cells?
The good stuff.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
good
don't know.
stuff.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Well, you can, when you have a baby, you can keep the.
Placenta.
I'm kind of over the hill to have a baby.
Well, I might have another baby and you can have the placenta. if you
Oh,
wanted to.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
I would do
Yeah.
that for you.
You need
Nice.
another grandchild.
I know, it's awesome.
You are spreading the wealth and your like legacy.
Eggs.
Your eggs.
My eggs.
Your eggs are cooked.
What else have we done?
You tell me.
Well, let's see. Other drugs we've done was we did the mushrooms in the forest there,
Mhm.
Where
The
was that?
volcanic forest.
the volcanic forest in Pahoa,
Is that Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Mhm.
Yeah.
On the Big Island.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never got to do drugs when I was younger.
Yeah, I was
so
going to say.
I do them with Shannon
This is
because
like
I
your-
want to
And
experience.
she
things.
feels safe with me.
Yeah.
Because
So
I'm not
I
gonna,
never did
like-
the mushrooms, but then I did them with Shannon, and we went to the volcanic forest, and it was just beautiful.
It was
wasn't
really cool.
I didn't really feel anything though. For 1 minute, I did.
No, you felt something, and it just felt trippy. We didn't do enough. I didn't want to get too high where shit's dripping, like
Yeah.
But remember, you were in the store, and
Yeah, I saw the Buddha went 3D. A poster of the
like-
Buddha got all 3D.
jumped out at you,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, that was all
And
I
we
ever.
bought a
Then I
bunch of
drove
stuff.
home for 4 hours, so
That
I
was
wasn't.
trippy. I don't even know how you drove.
I didn't really feel much.
It's probably like half a block away and took 4 hours.
No,
right,
No, it
right.
was-
It's like
That's
4
how it
hours
is.
we drove.
I love
Have
to
you ever done
drive.
mushrooms?
I did mushrooms once in high school, yeah, and it was I went camping
Two.
with my buddy, and we were really safe. And I never told you the story, but
Oh,
it was really funny because I took the mushrooms and then I started hallucinating. He had really pretty eyes. He had ice blue eyes, and I was feeling good. And I looked at him and I was like, "You have beautiful eyes," thinking like we're a couple bros, hanging out. I
Right.
can be honest. He got so scared that I was gonna have try and have gay sex with him that he ran into the woods, and I didn't see him till the next morning. He hid from me in the woods, thinking I was gonna try and have sex with him. That was my
oh
mushrooms.
my God!
Isn't that
Poor
sad?
thing.
I was just being nice to a friend. Like, you have really pretty
Aw,
eyes.
You're
And
so
he was like,
misunderstood.
Whatever. But that was after that, I said I'm never doing drugs again. But I loved
Well,
it. I loved
then we
mushrooms.
did. Okay, so one of your sons made the butter,
Oh yeah, the pot brownies.
and she made pot brownies.
Oh, they were good, weren't they? Well, Shannon couldn't handle it. She only took a little tiny bite of it and freaked out like a plebe.
And I passed out on the ground, and you kicked me and said, "You."
You can't hang with the big dogs.
When was this?
She kicked me.
Terrible.
And I was making linguine and clams
Yeah,
too.
I ate that. That's when I just, that's what passed me out. Like, that was so good though. I think it was all the butter, and I had to poop or something. That's what I remember. Sorry.
I'm so glad you brought that
I'm
up.
sorry. But no, I mean, the shopping,
I think it's cool that you're having like a second adolescence because you never did that. You had 3 kids by the time you were like 25 or something. So now you're getting
4.
24. You had 3 of us, right? Or 4.
4.
And then you're like, you got
I never
famous.
got to
You were married.
enjoy.
No, this is your
Life.
like adolescence
It
now.
kind of is because, like, I was a mom by the time I was 5,
You were like a
raising my younger sister and
Yeah.
helping out like
Your
that.
your
I was
son.
the oldest kid, so I had to kind of be the junior mom, and I always was ultra responsible. So I never got a party life
no.
at
And
all.
then you had to work, and you had 4 kids, and you
Yeah.
worked.
I
worked
So
bet-
I
to
said,
get
"Oh,
famous.
my 60s, I'm going to party," and I did.
I love that. I want you to talk about that if you could. I think that's such a
What?
cool. Well, just there's a lot of probably older people, older women especially, that listen to the show that have never really.
Yeah,
done
once your
that.
kids are raised, it's time to raise the roof.
Get the ketamine out.
Huh?
You know, get the ketamine out.
Yeah,
Fucking
do
go
all
crazy.
that stuff.
well,
you know,
and
your
it's
kids
legal
are raised.
here, isn't it?
Yeah,
No. Oh, with a doctor's note.
Yes.
yeah, you got to go to a
No.
ketamine clinic.
No, I know. It's
But it does
proven.
lift your mood for sure.
She said, "I feel so good. It's almost like I feel normal, and I can be around people."
Yeah, I lost fear of like
And
humans.
anxiety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have anxiety around humans. But yeah, I think that your 60s and 70s should be all party. I think we should all party our way out. Fuck this hospice care
Yeah.
and that shit dying comfortably. Party your fucking way out. That's why I was glad for your mom. Your mom went
Yep.
that way. She partied her
Yep.
way out to the last day.
Dude, she didn't want to go to the hospital. She knew something was wrong. She went in. They gave her morphine. 10 days later, it was all over. Like, why do you want to sit and rot in some,
Yeah,
you know?
I like. Why do you want to find out you're dying? It's like something's wrong. Okay, go party till you.
like it's 1999?
Yeah, party
Where
till
were
you're
you
gone.
in 1999? You know, when the
Talk
New
show.
Year's Eve, Y2K, to 2000?
Well, wasn't that when I went to Israel the first time?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was working.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
Oh,
remember
You're
where I was.
kidding. That's a monumental.
I know, and I thought it was a monumental date too, but I can't remember where I was. I'll have to look it up.
My friend Marianne, who has cut your
Mhm.
hair before, Marianne,
Mm-hmm.
she was cutting Adam Sandler's wife's hair, and she invited her and her guest, which was me, to the Bel Air to their party.
Was it fun?
It was super fun. Kathy Bates was there, Quentin Tarantino, Charlize Theron, Winona Ryder, Fiona Apple, David Spade. It was just like we were high on on ecstasy, sitting in the entryway by the fireplace, watching everyone walk in, and then we went in, and they were playing 1999. It was really cool, and Quentin Tarantino smelled like BO.
I imagine that's probably how it is.
Who's the weirdest celebrity you've met that blew your mind for weirdness?
Besides mom.
Ha ha.
Oh God.
Can you think of any?
Weird in what way?
Like just the most mind blowing, not what you thought.
God, honey, I'd have to think about it. I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't
Yeah.
really want to say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for me,
Well,
it
don't
was,
say who they were. Just say what they did.
Comedians.
Yeah.
Comedians are the
Right?
weirdest. Yes.
Even more than rock stars.
Yes.
Yeah, comedians are the weirdest.
by far. They're worse than actors for the most part.
Yeah.
I did meet a girl the other day that she was a nanny for the guy that created MTV, and I don't even know her, and I don't know him. And she said the most narcissist that she'd ever met, because she was at their Hamptons house nannying, was John Bon Jovi.
Oh, my girlfriend used to go with him.
Right.
Remember? She was.
Yes. And he's gorgeous.
He is
still.
gorgeous. Yeah. Well, I guess you have to be a little narcissistic to, end up that big.
Well, rock stars, you want that adoration.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
plus they have that energy they put off.
We've
that's-
both been with narcissists.
Yeah. More than one.
Do you think you're like an expert on dating narcissists? Like you can give tips. I want you guys to give tips. Is what I'm getting at. Do you want any tips?
Don't fall for it. Like,
Yeah.
What is the
If it
telltale?
seems too good to be true, that's because it is.
okay,
Give me
here's the
another
thing that I
telltale.
keep seeing on all those ID channels. They love you so much. They tell you how great you are, how beautiful, how much they love you.
Love bombing.
Love bombing in the beginning. And
Yeah.
then they've got you hooked.
And then starts the
Slow burn.
the slow trying to
control.
trying to
No, we know. You can't, ladies, do not let anyone control you and keep you away from your family and friends and isolate you.
Yeah.
That is control.
It's a telltale sign, right? What other telltale signs?
The love bombing,
is big.
that's the biggest. And
What if it's someone who's just romantic though at the beginning?
That's where I can't tell the
Yeah,
difference.
that's a tough
My
one.
shit's all fucked up.
You got to tell me why the narcissistic love bombing is worse than just the usual like affection early on in a relationship. You got to figure that one out. One of you.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to help people here. I think if they're
it
complimenting
wears
you,
off. When it's narcissist, it wears off. When someone really loves you, they tell you all the time. Like, I've been with him for 13 years. We always are like, I love you, you know, and it's like it was in the beginning. It's even more now because it's like we're stronger. We started out like friends because, you know, and then now it's more like, I love you so much. I respect you. I want to be there for you. They don't have that. They're all about themselves. So it turns around from I love you to love me, right. Show me, care for me, right?
I don't know exactly. I don't know what the difference is between being romantic and like love bombing. I don't know. That's a good thing to think about and look into. I just know that it's all around flattery.
Yes.
And to know the difference between flattery and genuine loving care.
maybe if it's true, like, can you tell? Like, meaning, like, are they just flattering you things they know you want to hear? Or are they actually like complimenting something that's true about yourself? Because
I
that
think
might be a way
they
to tell.
figure out what you want to hear.
Right. But what if it's not true then, right? You know
Well,
what I'm
then
getting
you
at?
don't. Then it won't work. It has to be true,
Okay.
or it won't work. You know, flattery has to work.
This haircut makes you look so young.
I think a good telltale
That's
sign
so
from
cool.
a narcissist is if you really start decoding what they're saying, you'll realize it's really, because they're a narcissist, everything is about a reflection upon themselves.
Yes.
So the compliment to you is how you make them look better, or you make them feel
Remember
better. It's
the
never
Greek,
about you.
You guys, remember the Greek
Free tip from Jake
mythology, Narcissus looking at his own self
where it
in
comes
the mirror of the water.
Narcissus.
But I always get the ones that like it's so funny because it's like they're always calling me a narcissist because I'm famous. So it's like I think they get attracted to me because I'm famous, and then they can project their narcissism onto me and then go, oh, you're such a narcissist because all you care about is, you know, working to bring money in.
Right.
Or something.
That's interesting.
And
you
they
know,
want
because you got famous, you're a narcissist.
Well, they want your stardom. They want your star.
Yeah, they start thinking that they, one of the ones I was with, they start thinking they are you.
Yeah.
And they are the star.
Well, he thought he was me and like always mentioned my name in every conversation to like steer it so that it became about him and not me, my accomplishments. But it was, it's about gaslighting. It's like, it's some ugly shit. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about it.
Yeah, you said you've been kind of studying. Do you remember anything or specific? I feel like you could really help a lot of people. That's why I'm asking.
She sent me some, and
Do you remember any of it?
They say,
I'll look
after,
Huh?
I'll look some up too while you.
okay.
Well,
I'm
they're
curious.
they're looking for a replacement for their mom, and they had a bad relationship with her. So they're looking to correct it with you. But what they're really looking for is a replay of what they had with mom, because they don't really want to fix it, or they're incapable of it. So they're just reliving it. That's a lot of PTSD stuff. So it's like their goal in the long run is to make you reject them so they can feel victimized. That's what they're after. So they can go, I knew you'd leave. But after they do so many offensive things to you to push you
away
to
and
where you'll either
sabotage.
react out of your own anger and hurt, or just move away because they drove you to it.
Here.
But they don't ever think it's their fault, and they gaslight everything. And then go, how come you're not? It's all your fault.
It's
Well,
all
how
your
come
fault.
you are rejecting me? Well, and they use all your shit against you to gaslight you, so that you think it's your fault and not them, and they never think it's their fault. Nothing.
Check this out. It's so
What?
crazy. The 9 signs you're dating a narcissist. Charming first impression. Can you read that, or is it too small?
No, it's too small.
Too small.
Well, I'll just tell you guys. Hogging the conversation.
Oh yeah.
Feeding off compliments. This is all stuff you guys were talking about.
Yes.
Lacking empathy.
Yes.
No long-term friends.
That's so true.
Picking on you. Gaslighting you. And number 9, coming in number 9, thinking they're right. I have most of these, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of that.
Yeah, maybe
too.
maybe.
Well, they say that there's a little bit of a narcissist in people who are with narcissists.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody
Well,
has
yeah.
narcissistic tendencies at some point in their
But
life.
it's also gaslighting, because it's like,
Yeah, you'd see through
well,
it if you
obviously
weren't.
I have narcissistic tendencies,
Yeah.
because,
You're a
I
star.
made myself into this
Yeah.
star,
You
quote
do.
unquote. And so I'm always thinking about, my show, or my act or something.
You're on stage in your head a
Yeah.
lot, which is kind of narcissistic. But that's a tendency. That's not
Kinda.
like a clinical thing.
But then, that's kind of an artist too. So
Right.
I don't know where the line is how you relate to other people.
Absolutely.
But I think that I do have empathy for people, and
You do,
I do
definitely.
have feeling for people. And
I've
you know,
seen
it's
you
often-
cry.
it's often that's used against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, how come you have empathy for everyone but me? They say. Well, because they're not treating me like shit. They don't ever get that part.
No, you are a tender, very loving, very giving person, and you help so many people. And like, I remember thinking when I started to get to know you, you have this hard outer shell, but underneath you're just like this soft, loving person who, I mean, like when I have seen you cry, it tears my heart out, because you
I would say
put
she's
up
more
such
of
a
soft
tough
outer shell.
persona. What?
She's more of a soft outer shell with a hard.
No, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
that, I was really afraid of the character that I didn't know when I first met her. I was very afraid of her. And like ball buster. Ooh. And then I got to know her, and like, she's a softie underneath it all. She's like anybody else who has a heart and loves and is kind and caring. And I think that you are not a narcissist in the way that others, that they lack the empathy and the caring and, how to treat people.
I think that's true. You have maternal
Yeah.
empathy. You have a soul. Narcissists do not. They're sociopathic.
Sociopathic, yes.
So you're saying
A
you have
true
narcissistic tendencies, but you're a human.
Yes. Well,
Acceptable.
anyone who is a star.
Well, a
has
lot of people.
that.
I mean, I have them. I'm not famous. Like
Well, I think
everyone
everybody
has
has some of it.
It's when it's how you relate to other people. When it's affecting your relationships, when you're lacking empathy, when you're like a fucking sociopath, then it might be a problem. But if you like being the center of
And
attention, big deal.
manipulative.
Yeah, really manipulative. To manipulate your emotions against you.
Yeah.
And
You
know
don't really
which
see it though,
buttons-
because you got
'Cause you're
pushing your
manipulated.
buttons on purpose.
knowing which ones to press.
Well, that's why I think it's good for you guys to talk about. Like I said, your audience is primarily women. I look at the numbers and like.
Oh, really?
Oh, and I'm sure that men are with women can be the worst narcissists.
Well, it is a
You know,
female
and
trait.
Have you guys seen The Golden Bachelor?
Yeah, I did.
What's that?
It's The Bachelor, but there's 70.
He's
Oh,
71.
you were telling me about that.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, you
kinda
gotta
into
watch it.
I'm into it because there's two of the women that are total G-milfs, and that's two more than I expected. They're like 70. Two of them are gorgeous.
John goes, why do I want to watch a bunch of old bags? I go, because they're like my age.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. But it's so funny. The beginning, he's putting on his suit and his cufflinks, and he puts in his hearing aids.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute.
I know. And
It's
then it's so sad. His wife died. They were married 43 years. And he starts crying. She had the bacterial thing that went through her whole body. Anyway, and then like it's 7 years later, and there's one of them looks like Caitlyn Jenner. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he needs to vote her off. She's got to go. I can't even look at it. It totally looks like Caitlyn. It actually looks more like Caitlyn than Caitlyn, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it.
Thank you. No, it's so fun. And
Pre-hormone
these chicks
Caitlyn.
it's kind of embarrassing as a woman of our age. They're like throwing themselves out.
They're your age. In fact, you both would be very,
We'd
very
be
attractive
very
on the
hot
show.
on
You
that
should
show.
Maybe you could be the Golden Bachelorette. Oh
He
my
keeps
god!
telling me to go
Oh,
on some
dude, we
dating
need
show.
to pitch this Golden Bachelor
Golden
at
Celebrity Bachelorette. You need to go on a Bachelorette.
OMG, this
Golden
is
Bachelorette
amazing.
in Paradise.
OMG, this is amazing.
Do I have to take my clothes off?
No, it's
No.
a tasteful
Oh.
show. That's what's
No.
good about it.
No,
you,
no,
you
no.
have to
Oh,
marry
really?
someone at the
Oh,
end.
dude, this is okay. If anyone at ABC, oh no, it's an ABC
Oh,
show.
God.
I can't do it.
Forget
Okay,
that.
no, it'll be like a Hulu. Have you guys seen Naked Attraction?
No, what's that?
No, I can't.
You know what they had
I-
at
didn't I
Skankfest? They had a naked roast
Yeah.
where I couldn't stay up that late, but they were taking their clothes off and then roasting each other
Yeah.
naked,
How
each
horrifying
other's
is that?
bodies.
Yeah.
Is that horrifying? It was a big fat guy, and he was all excited to get up
he
there.
was walking you through, and he's like, "I'm going to be on Naked Rose," and he looked like me, but even fatter.
No, about 50 pounds more.
And he
than
was
you.
like, "I'm going up tonight," and Mom's like, "Naked," and he's like, "Yeah, you're going to roast me," and it's like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" That's my biggest nightmare. That would be the worst.
No.
That would be the worst.
I
thing
almost
that ever
wanted to go on there for a minute. I thought if I have another drink or two, I'm going
Dude,
on
I'm so
there.
glad I got you out of
Naked
there.
Attraction. It's on Max,
Mhm.
formerly H. I told Hannah about it.
Yeah.
So it's at British, and those guys are freaks.
Yeah, they are.
And like they're all well, 3 of them were uncircumcised, and the one guy had an elephant ears and eyes, and then the trunk was the uncircumcised trunk.
You mean tattoo?
Yeah. So imagine his dick is uncircumcised with the balls hanging down, and then there was big elephant ears tattoo with eyes, so it looked like an elephant.
That's nice. The show sounds great.
And so they're in boxes, and they show them from here down.
oh yeah, this
And
show's
then
years.
she goes,
So old. I saw this years ago.
And how did
"It's on now."
they pick?
So they pick, like,
Yeah.
she eliminates. It's like down, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Ooh, that's too big of a willy. I didn't."
Oh
like
my
that."
God!
And then they show their stomach, and the one guy that she picked had a fake leg with the elephant tattoo, and then the next girl was bisexual. They had 3 girls and 3 boys, and the girls in England apparently are all shaved like a little baby,
Gross.
and they're all uncircumcised.
The women too.
Well, no.
Yeah. No, it sounds horrifying.
But
Yeah.
then
So they're just picking a pair of genitals for
Yeah.
their
then
That's where
they
we
show
are
their
now.
stomach, then they show their face and hear their voice, and then they pick who they want to go out with, and then they meet on a date fully clothed. So they're nude at first, and then the person picking has to come out nude too.
So it's like your dates.
Mine?
Yeah.
Wrong. No. But
Meet the
I
next
do
day,
think
close.
you could be the golden celebrity bachelorette.
I think there's something to it.
I think this could be.
Or you could go on the Golden Bachelorette as because it's like 35 women compete for one guy, but you
No,
with
it
your
would be
taken,
her with no, it's 20. Did you notice there's less girls on the older one because
Of
they
course.
can't handle as
Well,
many?
not just that. Like how many attractive 70-year-old women are there? There's like 17 on the planet.
What about the chick that Prince wrote "Sexy Dancer" for?
Yeah, that's what she said. I don't believe it. No, I didn't believe it when she said it. There was one though that's
There's
telling
only
you,
one problem with that is that I don't wish to date or meet anyone or any of that.
Really?
No.
You've had it.
Did we break
I've
a major
had it.
story on your podcast? We're kind of
Huh?
talking around it. I mean,
Oh, that I'm single now.
yeah. No one
Hello,
knows this.
ladies.
I'm single
And it's
now.
all amicable and friendly. We're not
Yeah, it's all
trashing anybody.
friendly.
Yeah.
We just,
And we weren't talking about anyone specific earlier.
No.
Mm-mm.
You've been
No,
married a
we
bunch.
weren't. We
Actually,
were-
Tom
she's
Arnold is
been
who
in,
you were
like,
talking about with that
Well,
one
it's
time.
kind of Tom Arnold.
Yeah, I could tell. I thought
A
it was
lot
you.
of relationships.
Yeah.
So congrats on being single. I say this to
Yeah.
everybody. Whenever I meet someone, they're like, "Oh, I just got a divorce." I'm like, "Congrats, dude. That's the greatest fucking thing that's ever going to happen to you." So if you're out of a
Well,
relationship,
I just got to the point being 70 and
Yeah.
soon to be 71. The rest of my life, I don't know how long I have, but I certainly
You have a
don't
long
want to
time.
be, listening to someone.
And-
I
'Cause you're a
don't. I don't want
Listening
to.
to the same old.
I just want to be on my own to, have what's left of my life just for me.
I
think
know,
can
but
get behind
here's
that.
the
And my
thing.
kids and
If
grandkids when I want to.
Let's just say.
But I want to
if.
travel, and I got invited to go to some interesting places, and I'm fine to go with other old women,
Mhm.
and I just like to be man free
I
for
like
once
it.
in
Well,
my life.
Yeah,
No,
you've
I
been
know.
with a man pretty
For
much.
once in
I've
my
always,
life.
I've always been with a partner, a man.
You've been single
One way or another.
3 years since you were 18, I believe, total.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy
you-
is that?
it's time
true.
for me
That's true,
to
Jay. That's true.
time for me to just be me and
And
on
move
my
on
own.
with yourself.
Yeah, I want to take care of myself and for whatever amount of time I have left on this planet. I
But
want
let's
to
say-
write. I want to write,
Mhm.
Okay.
and I just want my free time to be free.
I think that's great. I'm-
Okay.
I'm
So-
It's not
for you.
any, it's not like my marriages, which were horrible.
But you have 5 wonderful children.
hmm
No, 2.
And I have lovely
grandchildren.
grandchildren.
Yes.
I have lovely women friends,
Mhm.
and some nice men friends too.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
you're-
never wanting for company. In fact, the only
You
thing
like
I
being
really
alone.
I do like being alone. It's really weird, but I do, and
not
especially since I came to Hollywood and started that whole career deal. I've never had enough alone time. I've always
That's
had
good
to
for
be
you.
That's true.
working or doing something supporting that work, or some other kind of thing that dog legs into it, publicity or interviews or whatever. But this is I just want to go to spas and lay somewhere,
Yeah.
and
I thought you were going to say lay someone.
I'd
no,
love to.
I just want to lay on the beach and
Yeah.
And you never know. Guess where we're going to be next month? I mean, we're in Florida. Check
Yeah.
the tour dates.
Yeah.
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm really
Mom's
looking forward to that.
Going to be meeting the man,
I'm
Okay.
meeting the big man,
The T-Man.
the big guy.
Oh, boy.
the big man.
This is
Not
exciting. No.
no, not
The
the,
real
big guy
big
and the
man.
criminal. The big guy.
No,
and
not the big guy.
No.
Trumpster.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
And
exciting.
I'm so excited. That's why I want you to come tomorrow and help me pack. 'Cause
Okay.
I've got to get my perfect Trump meeting
Okay.
outfit.
Okay.
Because I am going to go to Mar-a-Lago.
You need to look like classic, official, commanding respect. Like, it can't. You're not going to dress quirky. You're going to
No,
dress
I'm not going to be
You're
on
gonna
it.
be a rich old
respectful.
lady.
There won't be any quirk.
Respectful.
There won't be any quirk in this one. It'll be, oh my God, drop dead. Look at that.
I have a picture, an actual photo
Mhm.
that you can hold of you at Tavern on the Green with Trump on our talk show.
Mhm.
I took snapshots.
You know, I don't know
How
how
come
him and
I don't have a
Melania are
copy of
doing.
it, whore?
I think I gave it to you.
You
I
better give
gave
me
you-
another one because I lost it.
That's at home, and I'll just take a snapshot of
Okay.
it.
Do you think
I
he'd
love
be?
that you always have the better photos of my career and life than I do. And then sometimes you'll think of it.
And I
Oh, here's
give
you
them
with
to you.
Sammy Davis Jr.
No. I have you with Muhammad Ali.
And I don't.
Yeah, what's that about?
Tony Curtis. And what was the little Jewish guy that died?
Jackie Mason?
Jackie Mason. Thank you. Yeah, you remember that.
No, I just know.
I
not
thought
too
you
many
were
little
there
Jewish guys
at-
that died.
Remember Tony
Mohegan.
Curtis? I
Yeah.
told you all that story.
Yeah, we talked about it on this very podcast, your date with Tony Curtis in the driving clubs. And that's when you admitted that you also had a crush on Donald John Trump. So you might be able to make a move in this Florida.
No, he's a married man.
That
There's
doesn't
no
mean
way.
shit to
She's
Trump.
No, I'm
Slovenian.
not going to. I won't mess with a married man
I'll keep Melania
or a single
busy.
man or
Or a
any
wingman.
kind of man. But no, I would never be so presumptuous as to think that I had a chance with Donald John Trump when I look at his gorgeous wife.
Well, can you imagine?
Melania.
Hold on just for a second. If something did happen and you and Donald Trump became an item, what that would do to this country and just fucking how great that would be for
Like
America.
Kelsey and Taylor Swift.
It would be
No
way
way,
bigger.
because he has Melania. She's only the most gorgeous,
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
elegant.
Yeah, but
You
he
know-
gets bored of that.
brilliant
He's
woman
been with
on earth.
pretty women. Like I said when we were talking about dating, he's been with beautiful women. Maybe he wants to try something new.
I asked him on the talk show, have you ever been with a fat woman, remember?
Uh-huh.
What did he say?
He said no, he never had.
It's never
I
too
said,
late.
well, hell, you ought to give it a try, bud.
Yeah.
But he wasn't interested.
Okay, hypothetically speaking, if like a James Brolin type started
There
to
are
like
no
show
James Brolin types.
interest-
There's only James Brolin. And you must behold him. And that's all there is to it.
She's not
and
ready.
show
Ask her in a year.
interest.
Let her enjoy herself.
No,
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
some
yeah.
more.
Okay.
Say some more that I
give her a
might
pellet.
be interested in.
He would show interest,
hmm
but he was
Boy,
very
does he love
humble.
Barbara. You know, that is the perfect thing she's got going for herself there.
He
This guy is gorgeous.
Ugh.
Yeah, he
He's,
is.
Talented. He's successful. He's very bright. And
Was he charming?
Oh, yeah.
Did he talk to you at the? Like-
yeah, he came on my show.
I remember that.
And he's funny.
His son is really cute and a
yeah,
good
he's
actor.
cute too.
Good actor.
But, he adores every word that comes out of her mouth. I mean, he
every
adores her.
fingernail.
Huh?
Remember her fingernails were like.
Yeah. But he's kind of an ideal sort.
I see you with that like gray-haired cowboy type.
That's what I want for her, like a Texas oil man we talk about, like a Sam Elliott
Texas.
type.
Howdy, Miss
That's why we
Rosie.
got to get her back to Texas because
Well,
they're out there.
I've given up. I don't think there's any.
Yeah,
when
we
you
don't-
give up is when God
That's when it happens.
gives you.
And then if she's not on the pellet,
they'll
it doesn't
just,
matter anyway.
I don't know what they'll expect of me. And, who knows if I could fulfill it.
Yeah.
I probably can't. So
I
I probably can't. I probably can't, please any man, really.
Yeah.
Because I'm just.
You don't know what you're capable
No,
of
I
anymore.
can't. Because I just,
And
I mean, it's a 20-year. We're all being a little. I was thinking about this yesterday. We're being a little insensitive because everyone keeps asking her this. I mean, it's a 20-year relationship. You're just not,
yeah.
when are you gonna
yeah.
fuck someone new? I mean, give her a little.
Yeah, no. I know.
But when you get on the pellet, eventually, and it comes roaring back, I hope it's
my
an oil
sex
man.
drive. I'm terrified that I would receive a sex drive again.
Yeah, it's not fun. I wish I
Ah.
could get rid of it.
I was looking. We were having some Latino men putting in a screen-in porch on her, and I was like looking at him like, I wonder what.
Really?
yeah,
Since you
Shannon.
got on the testy
I
testosterone?
told I went last week, and I said I still am like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and she said, really? Well, you didn't have to come back in. And I said, I don't know. And she goes, well, just wait if it starts to wane. But I'm like,
You were always
Really?
like that, though.
yeah.
I don't know you any other way.
Well,
to be
you
honest.
were always like that,
Yeah.
but except for those few fun years. No.
Those few fun years.
No, but I mean,
You probably wasn't in
I guess
menopause.
I'm happy for you that you've found your verve and zest for life.
Her calling in life.
Bev.
You sure it
But
was
I
menopause?
just don't see myself doing. I don't see myself really ever having sexual relations again in my life.
What if you met
But
a
you're
guy
a
that
Scorpio.
said, I love you. I want you to eat all the cuticle meat off my fingers.
No, I don't want to eat anyone else's cuticle
Oh.
meat but my own.
Only your own cuckold.
What if he's like, I get so turned on, I just want to watch you eat the cuticle meat off your fingers, and I'll cook you dinner, and you can watch BitChute.
Ew.
Well, now
See, now
that
this is how you
could
get her
watch
into it.
what?
BitChute. Hillary Clinton
Oh.
murder
my
videos.
videos.
The
You
storm
watch
is coming.
Q videos.
I want you to watch Q videos and eat your finger, and I'll bring you food.
Wait,
Well,
Do
now
you
that
think-
might do it.
do you think the Donald is Q still?
He's
'cause
Q
you-
plus.
Because you had that theory.
Yeah.
No, I always said he was Q plus.
Now, where do you see us in 2024?
Who,
Good
me and
question.
you, or the world?
The world. Well, me and you will always be hanging out, having
Yeah.
fun.
2024, I see. Well, you have to ask me what the first half or the second half.
Is there a better part of it, or
Yeah, we
well,
want the,
just
we
give
want the
us
good
both.
news.
We need both.
I think it's going to continue to be very chaotic,
Mhm.
and
This is
very
your
chaotic.
prediction. Okay.
And I
Do you-
think that people really need to pray with other people, particularly people outside of their own particular prayer circle,
Okay.
because obviously, to me, I'm going to say this and it's going to make people mad. Obviously, none of our prayers are working.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And so I think it's time for something new. Prayer's not based on hatred and ego. And prayers with people outside your ken. Honest prayers for uniting humanity against a cult of death that has us all marked as prey. And Prey. And I think that as soon as we can do that, the better it'll be and the happier we'll be. And if we come to that conclusion soon, it'll be to our favor, and there'll be less chaos. Because, we need to get on top of our chaos inside ourselves, and therefore, when we do that, therefore it won't occur in the world. When people realize that that's what it's really all about. This body and this mind, this soul, yours, that's the control panel. People don't really understand that yet. That's the control
soul.
panel. Yeah, and if you fix your own circuitry, shit won't happen in the world. Shit you don't like about yourself that you're afraid to look at won't occur in the world.
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah, I think that's it. And I think that
Do-
that'll probably...
If we all pray and pray outside of our groups, I think we can crush the evil that's trying to rise, because the light has to put the dark out.
Well, what it really says is, it says that darkness needs to see the light. Darkness needs to perceive that there is light, because that's the mind blower. Darkness doesn't know that light exists. But as soon as it is made aware of that fact, everything will change.
That's what I loved about Kabbalah, is it was all about light and dark. There was no good and evil, God and devil, and it was light and dark.
Yeah, but it's also about that being a duality that we've had in our human brains and consciousness for thousands and thousands of years, whereas now we step into the third thing, not a duality, but the third thing. The third thing destroys duality.
Mm.
And duality is, the division of the mind and the consciousness. So the third thing is new, and it's
Non-binary.
it's non-binary.
The
I
good
hate
kind.
that
I know,
word
but
because
it's a good
the
thing,
way
too.
they use it,
Mm-hmm.
they don't even get it. But it is the word, and of course they're trying to real hard to beat it down and co-opt it and make it sexual,
Mhm.
but it isn't sexual. It's being out of the matrix of the duality,
Mhm.
because that is the darkness.
It's a flow.
Because everyone has dark and light.
Yeah, but when dark beholds light, that changes everything.
Mhm.
Because it's like, huh? There's light? Here's the darkness. It's just empty, bleak, nothing. And then it sees something. It goes, hey, there's something. And that changes everything.
Wow. That's really cool.
It is cool. And this is a cool time. It's a real
If
fucking...
you have raised awareness,
It's fucking
right?
punk rock to the max from a God level. He's
And-
like, God's like, nah, nope, your shit ain't working. Time for a new thing. And he's showing us and giving us all the apparati that we need to get there. But, we're stuck in the gravity of negativity and we can't see it. We'd rather cling to death.
Yeah.
Why?
An ego.
Because
God.
we
Natural.
really, really want to pretend that we're finite beings. We want to pretend because that's the duality. You live and you die. Well, what if you don't?
You've lived other lives.
I like when we go out, people always go, is this your daughter? That pisses me off.
Stop. No, but I
They
feel
do, though. They always say that. Or, is that your sister?
that's better.
Shannon goes, those people thought I was Jewish. And I go, trust me,
That's not a
Good
say
thing.
what I said.
that's not a compliment.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Pizza's
I
the
love
only
you so much.
I love you so
And I'm
much.
so happy to see you.
I'm always happy to see you.
And we have to go eat pizza.
Yay.
Thank you for being my guest. I want you to come back and demonstrate
do the
your
makeup.
makeup techniques,
Yeah.
because you are a great makeup and hair
Thanks.
artist.
You really are. I mean, you're a pro and you're
And I
very
think
successful.
that, women could learn a lot from what you can teach.
Yeah.
We did one already.
Yep.
But
And
let's
I've been
do
doing
another
a
one.
lot of them on older gals who either need to take it back down, soften it up, or add a little more. But don't do too much. Don't do too little. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you see.